Hello, my friends, and welcome to day 20 of Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches. And I've forgotten to mention this week, if you play along, please make sure you're over in the Facebook group so that we can see. And every day, Christy puts the photo of the sketch of the day up, and then in the comments below, you can link your video if you have one, a photo of your layout so that we can all see. But if you just play along, you can tag us on Facebook, on Instagram, use the hashtag 30DSCBL7 so that we can find you. And today's sketch was a fun one. It was chosen by Julia Gully, who was one of the December winners. And it is a sketch for the Let's Get Sketchy blogspot.com. And the sketch is by Brenchevia. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And the first thing I saw when I saw that sketch, I said, that is a perfect sketch to switch over into a 6x8 double spread for my Me, Myself, and I 2021, which is a project I'm doing with my friends Becky from My Creative Life and from Amy, One Mommy Scrapping. And my friend Sarah, of course, is also doing it. And if you recall, it's a lovely project by Heba from My Little Journal. She did it through January in the 31 days. And I am taking the various prompts and doing them 2, 3, 4 a month, and I'm going to spread it over the month. But you can see the sketch up there, and you can see sort of in the middle, there are these strips of paper, and that to me made a perfect separation to turn this into one of my 6x8 double spreads for that project. As you know, I take one side and I sort of do the scrapbooking portion or the decorated portion, and on the right hand side I use the grid paper from Nicole Jones 911 printables and my journaling. In this case, I decorated it just a little bit more than I normally do as well, because I really wanted to get this fun journaling card, or not journaling card, but cut apart 3x4 cut apart on here. So as you recall, I kept humming and hawing throughout when I was doing the Build-A-Page as to what I was going to use for this. I went between this, with that, to this lovely paper that I was going to combine with this one. I'm sorry about that. There you go. I got some little notification. Usually my phone goes into Do Not Disturb, but sorry about that. And I just kept going back and forth. I mean, I knew I was going to use the grid paper. That was about the only thing I knew for sure. And I sort of wanted to get that little kitty on here somewhere, which I didn't succeed in doing, because in the end, this paper did not get used at all. And I did go over and use this lovely paper that I had. I kept a few. So you see here, Cozy Favorites. I'm going to come back to that in maybe a 12x12. I wanted to keep that cut apart for sure. And I think I've kept a couple elsewhere. Then in the layout that you saw, I think was it on Wednesday, I had used this lovely paper as the main chunk on that layout, but I had taken a chunk of it to keep, and I used it here. This side of it, I used the diagonal stripes because I had put those two together during the Build-A-Page kit, and I just, as I said, kept going back and forth. And then this lovely paper was just on my desk, and I don't think I had included it at all in that kit, but I did have the sticker sheet. So I got my dies out, and these are hexagon dies that I have from Close to My Heart, and they are stitched dies. So I have that element pretty much exactly the way that, so this page is pretty much exactly like the left-hand side of the sketch, where I have the 3 hexagons, I have my photo, and this is not up on phone, but I wanted it to be raised just ever ever so slightly, but I want these pages to be fairly flat because they are going into my 6x8 album and page protector. So I just took a little piece of cardboard, that little, can you see? Just that little piece of cardboard from some packaging to give just a touch of dimension. It's not even 1/16, it's maybe 1/25. I don't know what the depth of it is, but it's very, 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 just the teensiest little bit of dimension. There is a circular element on top of the photo. So I went with one of the stickers from the sheet, which is Books I Love, this little bit of a book. So that side, and then another little hexagon under here. And this is just using my punch. It's a smaller one. And then I went over to this side. So I got my hexagons, the circular element in my photo down, and then I went over to this side with my grid paper, and I followed this fairly closely. I wanted to get the 2 strips of paper down, so I did. Now, in the sketch, it's a second photo on this side, but I wanted to use this journaling card, but I put it a little further down on the page, whereas the photo here, I put a little higher. So I wanted that. And then I sort of just went in keeping the same elements. I added some hexagons because there was here down in the right-hand corner one larger, but I put 3 little hexagons, and I put 2 up here really because I just felt this area was a little empty, and the hexagon that was in the sketch, which would have been a larger one, I didn't like the effect. I didn't like how it looked. So I just went with 2 more little hexagons here. So that gives me a total of 5, and a perfect little nook and cranny here for my journaling. And there you go, Helen, just so that we wouldn't have our little bare tops here. I went in with a couple of little pieces, cut-offs of the hexagons and a little heart. I used my beloved Chamel thickers here. These are card stock, or is it even chipboard? I think it's really more cardstock on foam for Cosy. Cosy mysteries are my favorite reads. Some intrigue and thrill, but no violence or gore. Generally amateur sleuths or village busybodies. I love Cosy mysteries. They are fun. They are light reads, but they certainly, you know, transport you a little bit, but nothing too heavy. You don't really get emotionally invested. Just a nice little entertaining escape from reality for a few hours. And it's my favorite genre to read. I enjoy a little bit of historical fiction as well. In the nonfiction, I like biographies, but I always come back to my lovely little Cosy mysteries. So there you go. So I did fairly well, I think, on my page kit. I did not get this sheet used at all, but we'll put it back because I definitely want to get this used up, and I really, 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 really want to use this sticker. So I might come back and just do another page kit for the fun of it outside of the series, but I think I did fairly well. I think this sketch was just perfect to turn into a 6x8 spread, and I'm happy to get this into my Me, Myself, and I 2021 Memories book. So have a wonderful day. Make sure you pop on down below and see what everybody else got up to today. And I will see you again here tomorrow for day 21. We're getting there, my friends. Happy, happy, happy Saturday. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe and happy scrapping. Bye for now.